Hello there, future Coconut VAs. It's Jam, the sourcing and community manager of Coconut VA. And for today's video, we're going to talk about how to stand out from the pool. All right. As you guys all know, a lot, you know, really wants to be part of Coconut VA. And that is the reason why we have a lot of talents in the pool. But the thing is, we have like thousands of applicants in the pool. How do you stand out? Okay, how do you make sure that out of the thousands, okay, you will be the first option or you will be the top of mind versus the rest? So that is the objective of this module. Now let's start with the first part, which is how to stand out. Okay, how do you stand out from all those thousands of applicants in the pool or in the talent pool of Coconut VA? All right. These are four tips, all right, which includes like screening and at the same time during the interview process. All right. First is you have to make sure that you update your resume and portfolio. You have to make sure that it is on point. All right. Make sure that everything that you added in that resume and portfolio is based on the actual job or niche that you're applying to. As you all know from the previous videos that we have our own resume template and we have a section there wherein you can add the link of your portfolio. Make sure that you actually go through it and that you made sure that it's on point, meaning to say, wala yung mga extra placeholders na hindi na-delete. Tama yung mga nakalagay sa mga section. Okay? Everything that you added in that resume, are the relevant things that the clients um, needs to see. One look, alam nila na ikaw na agad yung hinahanap nila. And guys, it's a one-pager portfolio. Don't make it two. All right? Again, update your resume and portfolio. It has to be on point. Number two here is do your research. Okay. Research about who Coconut VA is. You guys are lucky because you have a video already about it, right? Number two, research about, the job description. Every job post has its job description. Okay. And whenever we post job openings, we have the most informative job description. Make sure you read it and it's there for a reason. All right. And number three, okay, research about that client that you're about to apply to, about the client that who will interview you on the next days. Research about them so you know how to answer or represent yourself as a business on your actual client interview. Research is very important. Number three, among all, for me, is the most important one, which is sell yourself in 1 minute. And I'm talking about the introduction video here. Previously, we had a video on how to make an impactful intro video. You have to take this seriously. Why? Because this is the first or your first impression to your clients. This is the first thing they look at before they look at your resume. In fact, they'll only look at your resume if they want to learn more about you, like from that video. Then they will pull out your resume. But this is your first impression. You are selling yourself in 1 minute. So that video has to be very impactful, guys. As professional as possible. All right. Because again, you are selling yourself. Okay. So if you don't show personality, if you don't focus on selling your skills and experience, then most likely they will ignore you. Okay? And if they ignore your video, they will ignore your resume most likely. So guys, take this 1 minute intro video seriously. All right? Comment agree if you agree in the comment section. And number 4, bring your A game during interviews. Of course, do not be late, be on time or earlier. Okay. Again, connected to number 2, you should have researched about, your client. Number 3, you should have, reliable internet connection and make sure you have a backup connection. Okay, just in case your main connection acts up. Make sure you're in a best location ever. Okay, in your workstation, in your work office, or make sure the background, your video background is, as tidy and as professional as possible. If not, you can use a virtual background. Okay, and make sure when you express yourself during the interview, it's as positive and informative and as confident as possible. Okay? This is your moment. Okay? Shine. All right? Besides the 4, I have 2 more additional tips, okay, or bonus tip. Number 1, it's best if you have a solid business identity. I believe that you can't sell yourself. You don't have the confidence. You will not have the confidence to sell yourself to the clients if you yourself hindi ka sigurado sa identity mo at sino ka as a business. Dapat clear sa'yo itong 3 things. Number 1, who are you as a business? Number 2, who is your target market or who do you want to help specifically? Number 3, what specific problem are you trying to solve? It has to be very solid. Everything, because everything is anchored there. Okay, because if you know that, then you know what to study, what to improve on. Number 2, you know what kind of clients, okay, or job openings will apply to. Number 3, your profile will be aligned to that. When I say profile, resume, portfolio, and intro video, di ba? And it's easier for you to actually sell yourself. Tatandaan nyo na the more na clear sa sarili nyo kung sino kayo sa business, then the more it's going to be clear and easier for that client to actually understand who you are and how you can help them. Which means it's easy for them to hire you as a service provider. So a solid business identity is very, very important. And lastly, eto, you always hear this every time. And trust me, up to now, a lot of you fails in this part. Read and follow instructions. May kulang pa dyan eh. Read, understand, and follow instructions. You know what? Me, personally, okay, every time I go through instructions, okay, assignments or forms, I make sure I read it twice or thrice before I act on it. Because I want to make sure that I will follow the necessary instructions given. Actually, before even sending anything, I will double, triple, and quadruple check it before sending. I always go through the list one by one. And hopefully, you guys will do that as well. Okay? Because one of the major reason why applicants fail here is because they do not follow instructions. They submit their profiles for the sake of submitting. No, you have to take that application seriously. You have to prepare for that application, and you should have a mindset that I am here as a business, and I am representing myself as a business. So when everything that I do as I apply, okay, should be excellent and on point. And that is how you actually stand out as an applicant or as an entrepreneur, from the thousands of people in the pool of Coconut VA. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have more questions about Coconut VA, you might drop it here in the comment section. But it's best if you join our Coconut VA help desk. It's a Discord server, which is linked in our description box, so we can literally answer you from there. Thank you so much. I hope all these 5 modules for this Coconut VA application tips series helped you a lot. Now is the time to actually execute everything that you've learned and start applying from here. Don't worry if you missed anything, you can go back to the previous manuals and rewatch. That's the beauty of this. All right, thank you and good luck on your future applications. Future Coconut VA. Bye.